Now, if I were a good vlogger, I'd probably show you a montage of me moving down the road at fast pace, or whatever it is they call it. Not stop motion, the other thing. I think you get my point. But anyway, here we go. So I've made it to the ferry terminal with about 25 minutes to spare. And basically, when you're driving around here, there's two significant things you need to know. The first is there are a lot of single track roads. And for those who don't know, a single track road is basically one lane for traffic going in both directions, with passing places in between for people to overtake or let traffic go by in the other direction. The second thing you need to know is drivers have a thing for waving here. Like, seriously, one of my favourite things to do when going down the road is just looking at all the different waves that drivers have. You know, some go like this, some are more casual and go like this, some are really eccentric and go like this. And I used to just sort of raise my hand up like that, and I thought, that's a bit too much. Might stand out a bit from the crowd, you know, so just like that, and you're on your way. And now I'm about to go on my way. Segway, 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 segway.
Your attention is drawn to the passenger emergency instruction notices, which are displayed at the muster stations and in other locations around the vessel. The vessel is fitted with lifeboats, life rafts, life buoys and other buoyant apparatus, all of which can be manually launched or will float free in the event of the ship sinking. The vessel is also...
Well, interestingly, nobody I know does seem to be on the ferry, which means I get to wander through a crowd of strangers and not have to worry about it. It's great. This restaurant is just ram-packed, as we people in this country say. I've been told that it's going to take something like half an hour for the food to arrive, but to be honest, I'll be glad to just eat anything at all at this point. I could eat the coins in front of me if they were edible. Also rather underestimated how long this trip was going to take me, but it's okay. I'm not in any great rush, believe it or not.
I'm on my second tenor lady of the day, it really is. It happens at my age, dear. Look, you're just in your kitchen, you sneeze, suddenly you're paddling. It's shocking.
It's just occurred to me that most of the trees opposite my flat have been cut down since I was last here. Previously it looked like this, and now it looks like this, which came as a bit of a surprise, to be honest. Now that means I can see into the windows of most of my neighbours opposite me, and they can look into my window while I'm innocently trying to read news articles on the internet. Well, obviously. Anyway, for today's march, I am standing with Stonewall Scotland, who I've ordered this t-shirt from. It's got this inscription written on it, and it reads like this. This is more than just a t-shirt. It's a manifesto, a campaign tool, a conversation starter. It challenges injustice, defends a minority, changes hearts and minds. By purchasing this t-shirt, you've joined a movement. Yeah, can't say fairer than that, really.